Oh, it's just Jord.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Little Nightmares 2 video. Today we're going to be talking about the images the Little Knights have released over the last few weeks. I want to talk specifically about each individual image and what it could mean for the future and what it could be hinting towards for the in-game world. So before we begin, I'd like to mention that we will be talking about all the games, so make sure that you've played them all to avoid any possible spoilers. So with that being said, let's talk about the first image. I think it's very interesting. So of course the first image is the one titled Wake Up Mono. This was posted on the 14th of July. In this image we see Mono standing on a broken TV in the middle of the woods, in the partly open part which allows the sunlight to come through. With this image there are a few interesting points with it. The first one being that the further you look into the back of the picture, you can actually see broken TVs are common, and we see them litter the floor of the woods, and from what we can see, they do appear to all be broken. The next interesting point would be the toy on the floor next to Mono. It seems to be the same toy that we see in the Moore's playroom. So interestingly, how did it get there, and who does it belong to? I would have assumed if it was meaningless, there would have been more of these little toys around, but this is the only one. The next image is the one that was shared on the 21st of July and is titled, What Was That? This is very interesting, as this time we get to see more detail of the wood than what we have been recently shown, and a more close-up shot of Mono. Here we see him standing outside in the woods by a rather large tree, with its roots growing out of the ground, and under a tree is the collection of rocks. There seems to be a type of cage or entrance there also. We've seen this cage before, as it heavily resembles the one we see on the mall. Another interesting part of this is that it's confirmed to be within the game, and what we are seeing is in the game, as we can confirm from the tweet from the user 6LittleKnight, where they ask, is that gameplay? To which Little Knights responds, correct, well done. What I find interesting is the tree itself, as we know that this forest can be an enemy of some type. Are we seeing a dead version of these killer trees? Our last image is by Bandai Namco ES, which is basically the Spanish page for Bandai Namco. It seems that this image wasn't planned and that they could have shared the wrong image, as when it was posted on Twitter on the 21st of July, they used the same caption, but of course in Spanish. This leads me to believe that they accidentally shared the wrong image. As a result, they have deleted the tweet and we can no longer see it. But I save what I see, and luckily was able to get this, but not the tweet itself. So, the image was posted with the caption, "Que fue eso?" Now, forgive me any Spanish viewers, I have totally butchered that. But luckily for me, there is a translation, and that means what was that? In this image, we see Mono and Six walking down a type of corridor, holding hands. Interestingly, the building they're in seems to be a mix between the school and a type of asylum, and not to mention that it could be the doctor level. Now that does sound like a recipe for a nightmare. With that being said, we see on the left side of the image a barred door with a switch, and an open door in the middle on the right, and a closed door on the back on the left. The door on the left seems to be interactive, and we can see from the light above the door, maybe we need to power something to unlock it. Also, something to point out is the fuse box on the right hand side of the image right at the front. It looks close to the one we see in the DLC, with the janitor in the hideaway. Of course, we also have the doors right at the back, but if Little Nightmares is anything to go off, for all we know we might see an enemy come charging out of those doors, but I generally guess they're not going to be interactable. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. Sorry it's a little bit short, but in reality it is just like a catch up on the latest sort of images they've shared. But with that being said, let me know if you enjoyed today's video, and make sure to hit like and tell me what you think of all the images below in the comments. I would be really interested to see what everyone else thinks is going on, especially with these images. It'd be really cool. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you the best morning, day or night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in the next fairy video. Bye!